2023 is underway, and there are so many big games releasing that it might be hard to pick which ones are worth your time. Well, we've done you the courtesy and narrowed it down to 5 games that you absolutely need to play this year. It's impossible not to be at least a little excited for the next mainline entry in the biggest Japanese RPG franchise ever. Even without the Final Fantasy name, still, we'd be excited for Final Fantasy 16. There's one simple reason that we're certain this is going to be a great game: Naoki Yoshida. He's the director of Final Fantasy 14, Square Enix's greatest success story of modern times, and he's now serving as a producer on Final Fantasy 16. If the trailers are anything to go by, this game will include the deep writing, well-developed world, and political intrigue of Square's hit MMO, but with much faster and flashier combat. Survival games can be hit or miss, but there are several reasons to be hopeful that Night Gale delivers. For one, it's being developed by Inflection Games, a new studio made up of folks who used to work at BioWare, including former BioWare studio general manager Aaron Flynn. Most importantly though, Night Gale has a very appealing and unique style, one that Inflection describes as Victorian gaslamp fantasy, all while players discover and jump into magical portals that can teleport them to new realms. Toss in the crafting and base building we'd expect from a survival game, and Night Gale has all the potential in the world, just as you do if you enjoy this content and would like to subscribe to see more of it. Do it, you won't regret it. 2019 Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was not just a great Star Wars game, but probably the best Star Wars game in at least a decade. Now developer Respawn Entertainment is picking up where the game left off with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This third-person action-adventure game follows the tale of Cal Kestis, one of the last surviving Jedi Knights as he's hunted across the galaxy by powerful Empire forces. Even if you don't like Star Wars, Fallen Order had excellent action, engaging exploration, and a surprising dose of Metroidvania elements, where Cal gained access to new paths as he built up his powers. If Survivor can deliver that same type of gameplay but more, it will be a must-play. Valorant is one of the most popular competitive titles on PC, and developer Riot Games has already proven it can handle mobile ports of its popular PC titles with League of Legends Wild Rift. Valorant already has some competition on mobile devices, but we can't wait to play the real thing. Riot hasn't actually released an official release date for Valorant Mobile yet. When it was announced back in 2021, the studio was hopeful it would launch in 2022. Obviously, that didn't happen, but we're cautiously optimistic that it'll make it this year. Between the non-stop action of the third Honkai Impact and the expansive fantasy adventure of Genshin Impact, developer miHoYo has quickly become one of the most exciting studios in the mobile gaming space. miHoYo's next game is Zenless Zone Zero, and so far it looks awesome with a near-future urban setting, roguelike gameplay, and fast-paced gun-heavy combat. miHoYo hasn't announced an official release date for Zenless Zone Zero yet, but there have already been content-packed and relatively polished versions of it available for closed beta testing. Hopefully that means we're not far off from launch, because this game looks like a blast. And those are 5 of TapTap's most anticipated games of the year ahead, but there are dozens more that could have easily made our list. What games are you most looking forward to in 2023? Let us know in the comments. But what if you missed out on some of the best games of last year? Click here to find which titles are worth your time and money with the best games of 2022 that you've never heard of. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.